Good afternoon, I'm Kristen Bandy, and I am here a little more festive than usual to talk to Hallie and Rhonda about Festival of Stars. Hallie, tell me a little bit about what you do here.
Sure. I'm the Volunteer Engagement Programs Manager, so we handle not only the volunteer needs for the hospital as a system-wide department, and then also we coordinate all of the in-kind donations for the hospital as well, so the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. And Rhonda,
Yeah.
how about you?
So I'm Rhonda McBain. I work with the foundation. I'm a Senior Development Officer and the Program Director for Children's Miracle Network.
So you have a big hand in Festival of Stars, both of you.
Absolutely.
All the fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me a little bit about Festival of Stars?
Sure. Festival of Stars is our statewide toy and donation drive. It started in 2004, and then several years back we partnered with our Arkansas Children's Foundation to add in the Radiothon level of giving too. So just amazing support. Rhonda can kind of speak more to the Radiothon needs, but the toy and donation drive piece of it brings in gifts that stock us not only through the holidays but year round for our patients and families here with us.
That's awesome. And Rhonda, how about the Radiothon? How does that work?
So the Radiothon is actually through the Children's Miracle Network. We have our media partners, Cumulus Media, that we work with. They're with Alice 107.7, B98.5. But listeners can actually tune in that day and hear some amazing patient stories, and then also call in to make a donation for the hospital.
And it will be on the radios, those stations all day?
Yes, so they'll be able to tune in that day, and the station will also give a phone number that can be given out for people to call, and then at that point they can call in and make a donation.
Awesome. So those are all the ways you can donate, not in person, but tell me a little bit about the day of. How will Festival of Stars work here on campus?
The toy and donation drive side of things will be here on the Little Rock campus at number 6 Children's Way, and then we also have the same efforts happening at our AC&W campus in Springdale at 2601 Jean George Boulevard. But we'll be there from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. so donors can pull through our circle drive. We're going to have a lot of fun holiday surprises in store for people coming through. Just fun, festive event here on our campus.
And it is a drop-off only
It
this year.
is,
Stay in
yes.
your car.
Remain in your car. We ask that you wear a mask, and our team will help unload the donations for you and get them into our toy sorting area where we'll have little elves making sure they go to the right areas.
Are you a little elf?
I'm a little elf today.
Yeah,
I mean, elf that day too.
Awesome. So speaking of donations, how will they know what they want, what we need the most to have donated? Is there somewhere that you keep it all?
Yes, we have a website, archildrens.org/festival, has a downloadable wish list that you can visit at any point to see items that we always have need for here in the hospital. I would say we get the least amount of items for our infants and toddlers and then our teenagers. So you can see some examples here on the table of Bluetooth speakers. Teenagers love gift cards, and then for our little ones we have the teethers, rattles, anything that we can hand out to our youngest patients here at the hospital too. So
I know firsthand how hard it is to shop for a teenager, so
yes,
you have it listed out what is preferred, because I'm going to need help on that one.
Yes, our wish list breaks it down by age, so it's very
amazing.
helpful.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. So what if someone doesn't live near campus, or they don't want to get out that day? How can they get involved?
So if you go on the website, there's actually a link. They can actually shop online. They can use the Amazon wish list. We also have a Walmart registry for good, both for ACH and AC&W both. But they can actually go online. They can see the toys actually listed out there, and then they can purchase those online. Once they purchase it online, it'll actually be sent directly to our hospital. So
it doesn't get any easier than
yes,
that.
absolutely.
Super easy. And the Radiothon, you partner with THV as well. How does that partnership work?
Yeah, so we're very grateful for our media partners. We actually have Cumulus for the Radiothon component, and then the day of KTHV is also our media partner as well. So that day, people will actually be able to not only call in on the Radiothon, but also tune in to KTHV, where they'll be able to actually see as well some different patient stories throughout the day. We've got some wonderful interviews that are going to be aired that day. Different patients who will be sharing their experiences with the hospital, what a big impact the toy drive really makes on their families. We're also going to have some of our sponsors, and also some of our hospital staff will also be sharing their stories as well.
Can you tell me a little bit about the benefit that you've seen firsthand of how Festival of Stars helps throughout the year, not just at the holiday season?
Yeah, I think, and Hallie can also chime in on this too. Like, we see really these toys are a tremendous gift from the community. They fill up our closets, not only at the hospitals, but even throughout our clinics across the state. And these are toys that are used all year long. And I know Hallie can probably attest to that too, but it makes a big difference for them that the kids get an opportunity to be in the hospital, but also get a chance to enjoy the toys that have been donated. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit, Hallie, about the Snowflake Shop.
Sure. The Snowflake Shop is our holiday shop where patients and families who are here at our hospitals around the state can do some shopping for their children when shopping for Christmas or for the holidays may not be at the forefront of what their plate is giving them at that point in time. So Snowflake Shop is just a really magical experience where we kind of take the pressure away from those families and provide some much needed love and happiness with gifts that we're able to give through donated items from Festival of Stars. So.
That's amazing. My son visited the ER several years back, and he got to pick out a toy. And he still has that toy, and he still remembers that he got it from the nurses in the ER. So it is a wonderful program that I have seen the toys, and they light the children's faces up all year long. Mm-hmm. But the holidays are especially magical for the kids here at the hospital. What is it like here Christmas Day? How does the Snowflake Shop work? Tell me a little bit about.
Well, Snowflake Shop is around the holidays each year, and patients who are here will be able to go online. It's going to be a virtual event again this year, so families can just literally pick from a large list of items that are available to them, and they can get multiple items for their kids, and also not only the patients but siblings as well. So it's just such a huge help for families who are here under stressful situations with us. So.
And it's not just toys. We're accepting donations as well that carry us through the year for other needs. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So as much as we're taking toy donations, which is a big part of that day, we're absolutely also in appreciation for donations as well. So there's a way that people can go onto the website. They can make a donation there. The day of, if they're dropping off toys, they're welcome to also make a donation on that day. All of the donations that we receive, 100% of funds go directly to the hospital, and they help provide funding for the programs and services that we really give to the patients all year long here at the hospital. So
that's amazing. That's really amazing. And so is everything the day of going to be a surprise, or can you give us a hint on some of the happenings for Festival of Stars here?
Well, we've just really had fun boosting our merriment this year. So
they do enjoy being festive.
Yes, we
I didn't
do
even
love
have
the
to
elf
force
piece
them
of
to
it.
do this.
I know.
This was very happily done.
yes.
Yeah, it'll just be a really fun, festive day here on our campus. We rely so heavily on community support as a nonprofit hospital, and so we really want to celebrate you in a safe way, however that looks for you. If you would choose to give from home via our website and through the Radiothon, if you want to stop by in person, we have a very safe environment to welcome you and to celebrate your generosity for our hospital. So lots of ways to support. And like you mentioned, the toys are used here at the holidays, but truly throughout the year. So these stock our shelves well into the coming year for birthday parties, for infusion parties, for anything that a kid would normally celebrate when they're at home, but they're here in the hospital with us. We want to provide that same amount of joy. So
I actually just got to be part of a transplant party.
Yeah.
And they use the toys from Festival of Stars for that. So they are used for so many different things. Well,
I have one more thing.
One more thing, please.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say another great impact of the gifts that a lot of people might not realize is that obviously you're donating for our patients and families here in the hospital, but your gifts also provide joy to our frontline teams who see and do hard things every day in our hospital. So your gifts not only champion children while they're here, but they champion our frontline workers or our healthcare heroes who are healthcare heroes long before that term ever existed, by providing the joy that they get to experience by donating and to giving the toys out to the kiddos. So your gift is double-fold. It helps provide the joy for the kids, but for the teammates who are really giving out those
It really is a
happies.
magical experience.
It is.
I got to deliver some toys to some kids during our bingo game, and it really is just so fun. The
It
kids
is.
love it.
Just
the families
our team,
love it.
yes, they do. And our team in volunteer engagement finds ourselves all the time as we're going through donations or picking out boxes, things like that. We're like, "Ooh, or oh, they're going to love this item.
So
So
it
it's just
brings out the
exciting.
kid in everybody,
does,
just
yes.
getting to see all these toys.
It does. So you're helping the kiddos and you're helping the teammates too with just some compassion there.
Awesome. Ladies, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you feel like we need to know about Festival of Stars and the Radiothon before we go?
I would say just make sure the day of, on Friday, December the 10th, you can come out to our campus here in Little Rock. There's going to be a drop-off location here at Children's Hall at our Little Rock campus. Also, up in Northwest Arkansas, you can drive up and donate up at ACNW as well. And then for any of those online shopping opportunities, whether it's to make a donation online, you can also shop online. Go to our website, archildrens.org. And then, of course, we'll have that phone number closer to the day of that people can call in and do a pledge for the Radiothon.
And I will say there's still time to host your own toy drive within your company or just your group of friends or your religious organization, wherever. We've got a packet for that, which we will link in the comments. And it's actually at archildrens.org/festival under toy drive, I believe. So we'll link that, and you still have time to do that as well, which would be a great help as just to gather up and bring them all at once.
The more the merrier.
More the merrier, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you, ladies, for shining a little bit of light on such a fun activity.
Thanks
for having us.
We appreciate it.
Have a great day.